That was better. So the shaft made it all the way through further. How did we do on speed?
59.1.
Okay, yep, so let's get it as fast as we can as the drill. And then you're gonna have to loosen your hands, loosen your grip, soften your elbows. That's pretty good. Yeah, it didn't come all the way through, but
60.9.
yeah, right. So that's your first one over 60. And the carry distance was 90 yards on this little drill. So the goal is for you to get 65 miles an hour on the drill. Because if you can get 65 miles an hour on the drill, then everything will get faster.
Okay.
Because it's what we're working on is well, we're working on the independent hand speed. Right. Hand speed comes from looseness, lack of tension. Right. So this focal point of a drill is to say, well, soften your right arm, soften your elbow, especially as a right-handed person playing left-handed. Right. You got to use the bend in that elbow to then backhand it and like create some speed. Yeah, so go back and stop. So you're trying to stay below waist high, but see how stiff that is?
Yes.
Bend it.
That's what I was taught to do.
Yeah, bend it.
Okay.
Bend it. Here. So see where the handle is? Like the handle can be like waist high.
Right.
But the head can be way up here.
Right.
So that's what we're working on. Trying to get it to go. Do that again. There, right? Mm-hmm. So if you get it to there, now you have the lever of all of this creating the hand speed that we're looking for.
Right.
Yeah, do it. Just try to flick it through there. Oh, there you go. Good one. You didn't finish, like you didn't get the flick to keep going. Yeah. Right? What was the speed?
63.
There you go. So that was your fastest one.
You were good.
So how to get faster? What'd you have to do?
I bent the right arm.
You bend it.
Maybe you should cut this thing off.
Yeah, so bend it up over your shoulder. Yeah, and just stop. Just pause for a second. Yeah, there you go. Relax your shoulders, kind of shrug your shoulders. Okay, now that's kind of where you want to get to, kind of loose. So start over, come up to that loose position, and then whip it. There you go. And then let it go. That's pretty good. And you keep going. Yeah, so that's still almost 60, and you put a little pause in your swing. So here, grab the saber and flick it a couple times. So you're going to take the light end of the saber, and you're going to hinge it. Grip a little lower because we're just doing a little drill. There you go. Yeah, you put the blue side typically like that. And take your grip. Swing up and stop. Relax your arms. See, that's already too stiff.
It's already too stiff. Mm-hmm.
Yep, right here. And yeah, it's going to feel this way. It's not going to actually be this way. Now flick it. You hear where the ball snapped? It snapped over here after.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to snap before. So go back and stop. Right, shrug your shoulders, loosen your arms. Think of it like a baseball player you watch on TV. They're always got the bat up in the air. They're waggling it like this. Now get it to click over here on this side. Ah, much better. Do that again. Relax everything. Yeah, get it to, oh, so much better. Yep, do it again. Relax everything. Now try that with the 9-iron.
It's good.
Yeah.
I see you using that with people.
Yeah.
Why is it getting me to it?
Well, I thought you had it. Maybe you need it. Yeah. All right. Pull it up. Relax everything just like you did by the saber. Pull it up. Relax. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. You got to relax. Got to get the arms to bend so that they can do that flicking. Yeah. So now let's move gradually from the drill. So we'll keep the feet together, but just go a little bigger, a little longer with the backswing.
This close.
Yep. Because we're trying to say, look, the body is not helping. Like you've done the lessons a little bit, you've worked on it, and you had a little reversion just because you went back to the slide and the lift.
Well, it feels so nice.
Yeah, it feels familiar. So now I'm forcing you to go back to the right stuff, which is work. It's a little extra work. But leave your feet together to disable your feet.
just
And
go
then,
like this.
yep, a little bigger. You can do a little bigger swing now.
But I turn my shoulder.
Yeah, you can turn your shoulders. Yeah, go back, and then just give me a fast hands. There you go. Good one. Yep. Yeah. So then grab that saber again. We'll do a regular swing, like a regular stance. But
It's the right way, right?
yeah, it should say light
Down a
snap.
little bit.
Yeah, grip down a little because we don't want to hit the mat. Yeah, so see right here where it says light snap? This is the end that you're going to snap. You don't want to snap this end. This is heavy. It's a heavy end. For what you're working on, you need a lot of snapping. So you can go regular, yep. Now swing up and stop. Relax. That's still too stiff. Relax, shrug your shoulders, bend your elbow. Okay, now you're going to try to get it to click somewhere in that space.
Okay.
There it is. See how it was the throw that pulled you through?
Yes.
That's what you've been missing.
Yes.
That's where you reverted, was you started to turn and then you dragged the club through instead of throwing it. Yep, try that again. Relax everything. Yeah, there it is. Now,
Wait for the ball, right?
yeah, no, wait for it. You got it just in time. Now grab your 9-iron. Actually, grab your 7-iron. Grab the 7. Yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah, that's nice and loose. Pretend it's the saber. You're just going to pull it back and you kind of throw it like you were working on there. There you go.
That feels so wrong. I didn't even move.
Yeah, it feels so wrong.
It's almost 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
78 miles an hour.
There you go. So our best before, we were just reaching 78.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like
You're
working,
doing
working,
everything.
working. But
Working.
now we're just working a little smarter with the throwing of the club. Yeah, there you go. Pull it all the way back so you can throw it early. Okay.
I know my hands are moving fast.
Yeah.
78 miles an hour.
Yeah. And what you're going to see in the video is you're going to see your feet staying still.
Yes.
And that's
what you
huge.
want,
That's
right?
huge, yeah. Because if you start moving your feet, you start swaying and dragging and pulling, and then, we can't be consistent from there. Pull way back, get real soft, and then really fire early. Okay, don't mind it at all.
But it's popping.
It's got some pop.
I can tell.
Yeah. So where were we at there? Yeah, so we're 77, but we hit the mat, so it slowed it down a little bit through contact. Grab your driver. Let's see what the driver's at. What's a little claustrophobic in here, but
I have to tee it up.
yep, tee it up with that little tiny tee. We'll do, actually, before you tee it up, let's do a couple practice swings right in that space. And same thing, just like you had that saber, where you pulled it back behind you and relax and just pause way at the top. Yeah, do again, go back and stop. Stop, turn, keep turning, keep turning. Keep turning your hips. Yep, relax your shoulders, shrug your shoulders. Now fling it over here. Yep, do it again. Relax, fling it. There you go, right? So you can see there's still, or at least I can see there's still a little bit of dragging going on.
Yeah.
Try the saber one more time before we hit the driver. We go to the light snap end.
I need my hands to be down here.
No, yeah, you can grip normal on the grip because we're doing driver now. Yeah, go up and pause, let that ball settle. You got to hear it roll into your hands, so go back and stop. Wait for it, soften your elbows. Now way back over there, you got to get it to click. There it is. See how much exertion?
Yeah.
It's exertion, but it's exertion over here.
Yes.
Whereas,
My left hand
there,
was.
yeah, there you go. So what you were getting before was you were exerting after the ball.
Right.
Yep. There you go. Now try it with the driver.
You could break the head of this thing.
Yeah. So tee up a ball. We're gonna put our helmets on and we're just gonna go for it.
Oh, I'm on video.
That's how you go viral.
I'm not looking good today.
Yeah.
But whatever.
There you go. Relax.
Low, is it?
No, that's okay. Yep.
We're just hitting low.
Yeah, relax. We want to get we're gonna get that wind up with the soft arms, and we're gonna get that saber snap. We gotta snap it early, early, early. Okay. That was the earliest one today on the driver.
What is it?
I don't know what kind of speed we got.
91.5.
Yeah.
A
And
little slow poke.
we hit the mat just a little bit. So the radar, what the radar does is as soon as the ball leaves, that's when it captures whatever's in motion. So it captures the ball and the club, but it's after impact.
Okay.
As you're working through this stuff, I'm hoping that that's where the light bulbs are going off, is like with the saber, you were able to hear it, see it, feel it on this side rather than after. And then the drill, when you do that chipping drill, you can do that anywhere. You can go to the range, even on a short range, like so you don't have to waste a lot of money getting bucket after bucket of balls. You can just go to the chipping area with what's your highest lofted wedge, right? You can take a 56 and then just, as long as you have 50 yards, you can do that wristy whipping.
Okay.
And actually, if you do it in the rough, so if there's a range where you can go to where you put the ball in the rough, take out your 56 and whip it, that's actually good training because it's going to have you have more resistance in the long grass. So when you're creating that strength and speed, you're doing it with your feet about, just a club head apart, and then you're able to create that whip. We talked a little bit about cause and effect and understanding the outcomes. So you can see a couple things. You can see the ball flight. So that lazy fade, the lazy left that you said, that's going to be your slide. The other thing that you can see is that you fell forward a couple times. The feelings are rushed, jerky, exerted, like big muscles.
Right.
If you hit a ball and you kind of feel like out of breath, it's because you used all like your core and your legs and your big muscles. When you have fast hands, you won't be out of breath, right? So it's a perfect example. When we started, I mean, I worked you out today. You did a lot of swings with no ball. You got a lot of working out in this space. It was hard work earlier, and it was actually less work later.
Okay.
Right? I'm asking a question almost. Like,
Yeah, well, those last 3 shots, the thing went so much further with so little effort.
less effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
The speed numbers, we didn't see huge jumps, but you were already really pretty tired by the time we got to this portion.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing it a more efficient way, that you were able to create the speed with your hands and arms and not create it with all the big muscles and pushing and pulling, which I see all the time. That's why I like to say, don't try harder, try faster.
Right.
It's quick. It's like, how quickly can you move your hands and arms versus how quickly can you like push and do all that kind of stuff. So you got the drill. You do it out of the rough with a 56 degree, pitch balls around. If you want, you can get a saber as well. Start working on that.
I like that.
It helped a lot. Got you to get that feel back. And then the other thing was I made sure that you stayed in posture longer, right? So let's capture that on video real quick. So do your setup and look back at the mirror. So turn the other way.
Do I have to use this?
No. Turn grab an iron. And this is a drill you can do at home. So turn like you're going to hit toward the mirror. Flip the other way. No, you're going to hit a ball that way. So turn around. Yep. I'm going to film from here. Right? So then your head height is what it is.
Right.
Okay, now go ahead and swing back. There you go. So now you look at the mirror and you look and you see, am I able to stay at that height? So what you can do this at home. You can get like a dry erase marker. If you have a mirror, set it up, put a dry erase mark line on it, or go to a window. If you got patio windows or some window that casts a good reflection, sometimes there's a window frame, or you can put like a little marker on there, and then or a piece of tape. You can get some like painter's tape or whatever and put it on there. And then you're like, okay, now I'm going to get into posture, which means you're going to have to like get crouched down. And then as you make your swing, you're going to stay in that little crouched down position. What we learned is you have to be in your proper setup, distance from the ball, the proper knee bounce, the proper heel toe, proper posture. Once you're in the proper setup, then you can unleash the hands. So you kind of had a reversion where you got away from the proper posture and then you got back to swaying versus being in posture and throwing.
Right.
So you'll get it back. Like I said earlier, it's super normal for people to have a reversion because you've done it the old way so much longer than the new way.
Right.
The good news is every single time I've seen somebody revert, they've been able to pick it up quicker.
Okay.
Because you've already been through this.
Yeah.
You're not just having to digest it mentally, you're having to feel it.
Yeah.
And you've already felt this before, so now it feels, you're like, that's familiar.
Yeah.
I remember softening my right arm. I remember having to do that kind of stuff. So don't beat yourself up about it.
No, I can't. I have other things to worry about.
Yeah, no, good work.
Thank you.